The Nobel Peace Prize is going to be awarded tomorrow. The other categories have already been awarded. Tomorrow's the Peace Prize. We know that Trump has been begging, harassing, haranguing, extorting anyone and everyone, political leaders, country leaders. Now he has the Israeli hostages' families begging to please give him a Nobel Peace Prize. This is a very sad and desperate act of a senile old man. Then he stood in front of the United Nations and demanded that they give him one. The problem is you can't get a Nobel Peace Prize while actively declaring war on your own people, purely out of malice and political spite. You're trying to take away our democracy to install a fascist regime. You're undermining the Constitution by having Stephen Miller cite military law when saying that the president has plenary power, meaning he is the end all be all, last word of the military. Undermining our country as a democracy and the checks and balances that have been put in place. He froze when he said that, but you didn't have to, because we've known your plan all along. They are sending troops, they're sending the National Guard to blue states and cities because Trump has made up that there's all this crime in these states and cities. First off, you're undermining the authority of the governors. They didn't ask you for help. It's not his place to overstep and just jump right in there and decide all on his own what's going to happen. But you don't do it in red states, right? Everybody knows it's a lie. Everybody knows it's an excuse. And now he's exploring his options as to when, where, how to invoke the Insurrection Act. And this is very, very slow, small steps into turning us from a free democracy into a full-on authoritarian state. And you cannot get a peace prize for subjugating and killing your own people, right? Because this is what they're really exploring. Can we kill these people that oppose us without consequences? And this is what makes me happy in the end. Trump is 80 years old, and he's gonna die soon. Unless you're a vampire, you're not gonna live forever. He's gonna die soon, and the people that stay behind, people like Stephen Miller and Pam Bondi. Stephen Miller is in his 40s. You will have to deal with the consequences of your actions. Pam Bondi, she's not that old. What is she, in her 50s? She's also gonna have to deal with the consequences of the actions that they are currently exploring. Unfortunately, this is at the expense of the American people. I hope he doesn't win. I hope Greta Thunberg wins. She deserves it. I hope we can rely on our allies to get rid of this fascist regime that's taken over the United States. Please like, share, and follow.